So I need to just talk about this. And this is the same feeling and fuel and drive that brings me back to the OG and why I created this freaking YouTube channel in the first place. And I have that fire and I have that gut feeling and I have not, I guess the most important thing to say here is the excitement to talk about something again. And maybe it's part of the community, being part of the community again. And this is where it reminds me of early day. I don't even want to give them any airspace, but that one token that we were all stupid enough to follow, which was S Moon. Let's just call it Shit Moon right now, right? Um, but it's not any random DeFi token or coin or meme coin. It's one that everybody knows. So it's one that I'm actually comfortable talking about because as we know here in this crypto space, it can be a toxic cesspool of just toxicity and negativity, which is what kind of drove me away in the first place. But what drove me away in the first place, I kind of just still hung around and stuck around on the back end, doing what I like to do and doing what I like and really putting money into things that I believe in. And one of those things, and I used to talk about them a lot, but it's just one of those things that wasn't so sexy at the time, but is now obviously lighting a fire in everyone and is catching the eyes of everyone, which I think is rightfully so, is of course crypto.com. And before anyone says anything, I've been a long-term avid person of crypto.com because when they first came out with that card, I bought that Ruby card, loved it so much that I ended up upgrading to the Jade Green / Royal Indigo. And so this has been pretty much a card that I use a lot because at the time I was getting like 5% cash back in the form of Crow. And of course, they kind of pulled those rewards back, which kind of turned a lot of people off. But you'll understand that they can't keep those things sustainable. They had to pull it back, which I understood. Like 3.5% cash back on anything you spend back in the form of Crow is really powerful. And you're going to find out just why it's so powerful. And if you were accumulating Crow through a long period of time and all those people that really believed in it, you are now truly reaping the rewards and reaping the benefits because we're going to dive right into it and I'm going to show you guys just how exciting this is and I just want to talk about it and I'm so freaking excited. And if you get on X / Twitter, like the community is popping off and it really gives me that feeling that I used to have when I was a first time really not knowing a lot into crypto and DeFi and stuff. That feeling that I really enjoyed. So let me share my screen here and you guys will see, of course, crypto.com in the last 7 days is performing 82.5%. We are 82.5% up on the 7 day. And if you look at this chart, dang, let me move my head. If you look at this chart, it hovered around 11 to 14 cents for pretty much the longest time. I'll go into it here in this graph on Dex Screener. But we'll quickly go through this because it's just something that I feel like I need to get out there because I'm just so freaking excited. And again, no one to talk to except you guys. So crypto.com has obviously made some would say light parabolic moves because it finally broke away, right? This is one of those moves that everyone in crypto really wishes and hopes to see is these breakout moves. And so you'll see obviously in CoinMarketCap, some of the trending coins here, of course, number 2 is Crow. And if we move into X here, if you guys don't know what has sparked this parabolic move or some of this action is, of course, this is a post from Chris, which is the CEO of Crypto.com. Trump Media, Crypto.com, and Yorkville are launching a $6.42 billion Crypto.com or Crow treasury, which means they'll be holding like 19% of the supply. Now, I don't want to bore you guys in all of this. I just want to sit here and really get excited and tell you guys about all the things that's happening and tell you why I'm really bullish on crypto.com, as well as why I think they just have the most room to really explode and grow. If you guys want to get into the article, you're more than welcome to go and do your own research and check it out. But this has been right now, currently, the catalyst that is causing this meteoric rise up, or let's say the beginning. I want to say the beginning of this move up. And I also want to congratulate, obviously, this uh, Crow Magnum. I want to congratulate Crow Magnum because he posted that he is officially a crypto.com or Crow millionaire. And this is one of those things that every crypto holder, every crypto investor, I wish can taste and hold and feel. And that's just being a crypto millionaire. I mean, it's one of those coolest things to be able to say. So congratulations to Crow Magnum right now, who showed his balance, which is really ballsy. But as long as you're not doxxed, you're good to go. I am doxxed, so I've learned a lot from my DeFi days. But here we are, just giving a congratulations to Crow Magnum. Hopefully one of many that'll become crypto millionaires in this next run-up from crypto.com. And again, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit towards the end here why I'm so bullish on it. And you will see and hopefully agree with some of those reasons. Of course, just like anything else, some of you will disagree. But these are just my opinions. Of course, CEO of Crypto.com, Chris, says Crow is back in the top 20. Make Crow great again. So yes, Crypto.com at one point here was number 19. Thanks to market cap valuation. So I'm telling you guys, this is so exciting. I just want to get to the last couple tabs here to show you. But I just want to show you guys that for the longest time, since probably I was creating these videos, when I had the when I first got the red card, the ruby card, and then obviously the royal indigo card back in 2021, 2022, I've just kind of I unstaked it for a while, but I still kind of kept accumulating Crow for a little bit. And then something told me, whatever it is, the universe told me that, hey, listen, RJ, you're looking at all these cryptos right now. Let's kind of take a step back and let's evaluate which one has the most potential to grow and has the most potential to run up. Bitcoin is already at all-time highs. Doubling your money in Bitcoin means you'd have to double the current market cap, which is very difficult. Same with all the top 10 crypto coins right now. The market caps are so big that in order to double your money, it has to make some gigantic move. So you want to look at cryptos that have obviously the most potential to grow. And so somewhere in April, where are you? Right here. Like April 20th, April 20, the exact day when I really loaded up was like April 25th through the 30th. So this stretch of time right here. So the price of Crow at this time was like 8 cents, 9 cents, and 7 cents. And the market cap was around 2.3 to 2.5 billion. Now, I'm like, my God, it has so much room to grow because in let's say the past, the all-time high for crypto.com was 89 cents and their market cap was 22 billion. So if I have bought in at 2.5 billion and it goes all the way up to 20 billion again, back to just previous all-time highs, which all these cryptos have already started to hitting Binance, Ethereum, like all these cryptos, well-known blue chip cryptos, have already started bouncing and hitting all-time highs again. Crypto.com hasn't even recovered yet. So when we're talking potential and room to grow, when I started loading back up at 2.5 billion, we are now currently sitting and bumping up at 10 billion, which means I've already 3x'd whatever I've had in there, which is why I'm so excited, which is why I'm so pumped. Because if you were loading in when it was freaking 8 cents, 9 cents back here at April, yo, you are sitting really pretty, even all throughout this period here from when was this? 2023. Let's say 2023, you were just strong conviction, stacking. Now you're, again, it's been a while since I've said this, but this isn't financial advice. You are now, I feel like, about to reap the rewards and benefits, because when this thing goes back to all-time highs, you would have about 10x your money. And a lot of people are saying there's still a lot of room to grow. Let's get into it. So let me go through this graph really quick. So this is one of those parabolic breakout moves that everyone loves to see when you're in crypto, right? So here it is, it's going sideways, consolidating for the longest time. And then all of a sudden it gets some catalyst, it gets some news, starts to pick up some momentum, going sideways, and then boom, here's that move that I feel like is the driving force and the driving factor to get this thing started, to get it to run up back to its previous all-time highs, which is what I was banking on when I really loaded up back in April. So when I loaded it back in April, I was like, listen, it has the potential to 10x. At least, the very minimum, 10x back to all-time highs. Let's just bring it back to all-time highs, and I would have 10x my money. So if you put in 10 G's, you have what? How much is that? Yeah, if you put in 10 G's, you'd have $100,000. And obviously, you just 10x whatever money you have from there. So let's go into why I really believe this. First and foremost, I feel like it has a 10x room to just get back to all-time highs. It hasn't even bumped its all-time high record yet, nor has it even tried to break out. It just needs to catch up to all-time highs. So that alone is a 10x. Crypto.com has obviously their own debit card, which just this year, Q2, they released their credit cards. Okay, I know we've had a lot of companies try this, and Crypto.com up to this day is the only company that still has that and is still going really strong back from 2021. I mean, I've had this since 2021, and I've had this since I've upgraded to the new version 2021, 2022. And obviously this year, I want to upgrade it to the freaking icy white. That's the goal for this year. So they've had a debit card. Let's go into their partners so that you guys know I'm not BSing around. Let's go straight to the source, crypto.com/partners. So you'll see they're partners with Formula One. These partners, guys, are not like no-name brands, okay? Formula One, the Champions League, UFC, Crypto.com Arena, and all these other ones that like Formula One, Miami Grand Prix, like, okay, the Champions League, so soccer, right? There's a Crypto.com banner and partnership logos. Crypto.com Arena. This one is still cool. Obviously, you know, if I were to be a little bit of devil's advocate, FTX had their own arena and they obviously bombed. But Crypto.com obviously has been going on for a little longer than all the others. And so, yeah, still a really cool thing to have and really own, right, is the Crypto.com Arena, which was previously known as the Staples Center. Formula freaking One. There you go, Crypto.com. Do you guys see that logo? Boom, Crypto.com. Formula freaking One as their partner. UFC, still a partner of Crypto.com. And so you can see all of the other partners that they have here. And yeah, guys, when we're talking about, let's take it back to the main screen here. When we're talking about the moat or what Crypto.com has, they have the card. Chris has a picture with Donald Trump, so they're obviously working in it. Obviously, that's what the catalyst was. They have, did I say the card already? They have all these partnerships. They have the previous all-time high, which they were at around like $22 billion market cap. When I had started really stuffing the bag, it was around like 2.5 billion, guys. So like there's a clean 10x in there for me. And yeah, I mean, and the last thing that I always want to talk about is the nomenclature, the naming convention. When people think of Kleenex, right, you say Kleenex, but really it's tissue because it's just the brand. Crypto.com has the name. They have the URL, they have the domain. It's crypto.com. And so, yeah, I'm so bullish on this, guys. It's not even funny. I'm just so freaking excited to talk about it. I'm just going to launch this video super clean. I'm not even gonna do any edits on it. I'm just gonna launch it and really talk about it because it's something that I'm really excited to talk about. And I hope you guys are also excited because crypto is doing some really, really crazy things under this administration, and it is testing and bumping all-time highs. There's a lot of pullbacks in there because now you have BlackRock and you have a lot of institutional money in it. But it's really doing a lot of crazy things, and it is kind of reminding me, the feeling I have now, this excitement you sense in my voice, is really just excitement from crypto. It's excitement from seeing the community kind of rally. It's kind of seeing the people that have been there the whole time, and people reaping the rewards. When you see other people win, like Cro Magnum, he's like, hey, listen, I'm a millionaire. Thanks, crypto.com. I think you're going to see a lot more crypto.com millionaires because it is undervalued. It has a lot of room to grow. At least it has a lot of room to make up from all-time previous highs. When it reaches back to previous highs, can it break out back to, if you've been in the community, the 212, people think it'll get to $2.12. You never know in this community what can happen. But all I'm banking on is the name of crypto.com, its partners, the debit card, and the meat from where it was and where it is now. I can definitely capitalize on that. And a lot of you can capitalize on that still. Right now it's at like 8 billion market cap. If it goes back to 20, you have room to 2x your money, 2 point something your money, right? Like it has the ability to keep going. I'm really sitting nice on I love Crow. I love Crow. I love crypto.com over all the other like blue chips out there. You have your XRP fans, you have your Binance fans, you have your Phantom, AVAX, like all these things that really started to dwindle that had their height. Of course, Bitcoin. But I feel like crypto.com as a sex, as a central exchange is about to do crazy things. So that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Who knows? I might be talking about crypto.com some more because they're an awesome company and crypto to really follow. And I feel safe covering them unless they do something crazy like an FTX, but I really doubt it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, talk to you guys later.